Hello everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to my channel. Here at Turbo Facts, this channel will be about interesting facts, trivia, and some history about the car manufacturers that most people don't really know about. This is a new channel, so please be patient. I know the quality is not the best. Any feedback is appreciated, and we'll try to make the videos better as we go along. So the list is not in any particular order. It's just the way that I ended up putting them. Again, if you have any feedback, please let me know and I'll try to take that into consideration for future videos. Number 10. Ferdinand Porsche, the founder of the Porsche company that we know today, had originally designed the Beetle that you see pictured here, the famous Beetle, as he was given a task by the German government to build a Volkswagen or a people's car. But I wanted to focus on the fact that Porsche was heavily involved during the war effort in World War II, and they went on to design many successful and some unsuccessful tanks like the Tiger or the Mouse. They also built some aircraft engines, and I think a lot of people don't really know that because it's an obscure fact. Number 9. While we're talking about World War II, BMW's factories were heavily bombed during the war, and after the war was over, most of its West Germany factories were banned from building motor vehicles or aircraft engines. So BMW had to improvise, and they mostly built and manufactured pots, pans, and some bicycles to get through the tough times. Number 8. Henry Ford's original Ford Motor Company isn't actually the one we know today. In 1901, Henry Ford started the Ford Motor Company, but after 1 year, in 1902, he decided to leave with the rights to his name and went on to start his other Ford Motor Company that remains to this day. The company he originally left went on to be known as we know today as Cadillac. Number 7. Ferruccio Lamborghini founded the Automobile Lamborghini in 1963 after being insulted by Enzo Ferrari for providing some feedback on the cars that Enzo had built. At the time, Ferruccio had gained his success and his wealth by selling farm equipment, and obviously that didn't sit too well when a farmer told Ferrari how to build cars. So then Lamborghini went on to make his own cars, which now today pretty much are on par with Ferrari, if not better. It's subjective. So. And by the way, to this day, Lamborghini still manufactures tractors and other farm equipment. Number 6. The original Rover that was built by Land Rover was pretty much a Frankenstein's child of some leftover Jeep parts and some surplus parts. The most sought out and cool one, I think, in my opinion, is the center steer, pictured here in gray. It's a repaint. The original colors that you had was pretty much just green. It was cockpit green that was colored different shades. That's pretty much it. Number 5. This one is very interesting, I think. Originally, Honda didn't start out as a company that was building automotive or even manufacturing cars. At the time, Susorio Honda, I hope I didn't butcher that name, was basically tasked with building piston rings for Toyota at the time. But due to poor quality and products not passing quality control, they were rejected. Now, Mr. Honda had a lot of determination, so he went back to engineering school just to learn the quality control process that Toyota had in place, and dropped out after basically getting the knowledge that he needed, and went back, won the contract, and pretty much automated the process to build the piston rings and went on to be more and more successful and eventually got into building cars. Number 4. I think this fact is also very obscure and not as known, but Honda doesn't just build cars. They also are heavily involved in construction, building ships, containers. They even have a semiconductor company that makes chips once they gained control during the 1997 financial crisis in Asia by buying out LG Semiconductor, and they also bought Kia Motors, which is still existing today. Number three. Did you know that GM almost had bought out the Ford Motor Company? William C. Durant founded GM, but lost control only 2 years after founding the company. Once he tried to buy Ford for $8 million, and the deal fell through because GM at the time had a $1 million debt. Now, the amounts that I mentioned are not adjusted to today's inflation rate. Number two. I'm probably going to bet a lot of you don't know this because this is more recent. Um, Recently, Lexus got into building yachts and like luxury yachts, and this one here pictured is the LY 650. And for a cool 4.9 million US dollars, it can be all yours. Number one. The company we know as Dodge today was started out by two brothers in Detroit by building chassis and parts for the Ford Motor Company. In some cases, all Ford had to do was put the body and the tires on the cars and they would be done. And then eventually the brothers managed to start their own company, and that's what we know as Dodge today. Well, you made it. That's the end of the video. My top 10. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And like I said, this is a brand new channel, so any type of feedback is appreciated. If you did like it, please, give it a like. If you want to subscribe, there's going to be more videos definitely coming. So hoping that we'll see you soon.